All right. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Rakakwadash. Yahweh is who the world calls God. Yahweh Shai is who the world calls Jesus Christ. All right. Those are the true names of who the world calls God and Jesus Christ. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the 12 tribes of Israel, man. We are the Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible, all right? And we are his chosen people, all right? And today, all right, it's just going to be a quick point about enemies, man. And these could be people in your family, your friend group, people out in the world that you might talk to once in a while, or you might see out there in this world, man. All right. A lot of them, man, they're no good for you, man. All right. They're no good for you. All right. And we're going to talk about how Yahweh Shai went through the same thing that we experience today. All right. Because it was already prophesied that he will be rejected, all right, crucified, mocked, all of that. Right? And anybody that believed in Yahweh Shai, that repented, that believed, that followed them, that believed and trusted them, man, they will be killed, man. They were going to be persecuted and put to death and killed and humiliated and laughed at, just like him. The same thing that's going on today, man. This is why majority of our people, your family members, and our people in general, man, this is why, for those of y'all that do believe in Yahweh Shai, you get treated like shit by family members, by your own people, man. Your own people hate you. Some of them, they want to kill you. And if they could, they would. And it's because they have a wicked spirit and they don't believe, man. And they've been blinded to the truth to where they can't receive it. And he's not going to allow them to receive this truth because he doesn't want them to. He wants them to be destroyed. All right? And truth be told, those are those same spirits that was around there back then in the ancient world, scoffing the men of the Lord, disrespecting the men of the Lord, and disrespecting Yahweh Shai and the Father, man, and mocking him and saying all manner of blasphemy, man. And these are the individuals, all right, that have been born and brought back in this time and that are alive today, walking around, all right. These are these same spirits, man, these same souls and spirits, these people. They were there. And because they were there and because they scoffed and mocked, because they weren't sorrowful, because they didn't turn from their wickedness, because they didn't turn from their iniquity, they didn't repent, because they weren't sorrowful and they didn't repent of the evil deeds, the iniquities and transgressions, because they scoffed and disrespected Yahweh Shai, and because they didn't repent, they're not getting woke. And they are blinded. They're in the dark. They're spiritually dead. All right? They don't have a clue on who they are, the names. They don't know what the hell is going on. All right? They're naive, man. They're blind. All right? Ignorant. All right. And a lot of them are in your family. All right. This is why you go around your family or just your own people, man. And you can feel through the spirit. You could feel their energy, man. They got that low vibrational. They got that anger, that bitterness, that hateful energy, man. All right, that hateful bitterness, all right, and hatred towards you. They hate you because they hated him. All right, and he even said that you shall be hated for my name's sake. So anybody that believed in Yahweh Shai, that repented, that trusted him and followed him and believed in him, all right, even until death, all right, those are the 1/3, the 144,000, the ones of us that believe, we died and came back in this time, all right? But he said it was already prophesied that you would go through the same thing with your own family and your own people. And this brings me to a precept, Matthew 10:36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Right. So your own family members and your own people in general, man. All right. They're going to treat you poorly. They're going to hate you. They're not going to like you. All right. They're going to treat you different. They're going to hate you and backstab you and fuck you over and use you and laugh at you and scoff and mock and talk all this shit. That's because it's the same thing that happened in the ancient world. The same thing that was going on back then is going on right now today. It's the same thing. Nothing new under the sun. All right? This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6. And this is why the scriptures tell us to be separate from these people, man. And don't feel sorry for them. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion have light with darkness? All right. Verse 17, verse 16. And what agreement hath the temple of power with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power. As the power has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing. I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. So right. So he's saying to be separate from these people because these people are of the world. And they love this world because this world is very wicked. It's unclean. It's filthy. It's wicked, man. And it's totally out of control. All right. And they love it here. They love this place because it promotes being a faggot, being a lesbian, a dyke, being a pedophile, a homosexual. All right. Spiritual fornication, adultery, everything, man. This place, it literally goes against these scriptures, man. It goes against them. And they love this place. They love this world because they love all of the pleasures. All right. But they're not thinking spiritual. They're just being carnal. All right. And really what it is they're in the dark and they're blinded. All right. And when you try to tell them and warn them and you try to tell them and talk to them, they look at you crazy. They treat you like shit. They laugh at you. They think you're weird. They don't like you. That's the reason why, man. All right. They're hateful and got that anger and bitterness towards you. All right. It's because they hate you. All right. And you belong to him and they don't. This is why the ones of us, all right, that believe, all right, sometimes the Most High can punish you, man. The Lord can punish you and do things because he's trying to warn you or to get you back online, man, on track. All right, he can do anything, man, but he knows who belongs to him and who doesn't. All right, he knows who really believes in him, who loves him and fears him, who believes in him with all their heart, man. He knows that. All right, and he knows the ones that don't, and don't believe in him. All right, so you stand up and you believe. You stand for the power, man, the Father and the Son, and you believe in Yahweh Shai wholeheartedly. Hatred is going to come your way, man, and people, they're not going to like you. They're going to want to kill you. They're going to hate you. You're going to get backstabbed, betrayed, laughed at, made fun of. People going to talk shit about you. They're going to hate you. They ain't going to like you, all right? Everything you can think of, man. And these are these same individuals, man, these same spirits that were alive in the ancient world, man, doing the same shit that they doing, that they doing now back then. All right. And this is why they so dumb. All right. So that's the point, man. All right. That's the point. This is Romans chapter 14 and verse 7. For none of us liveth to himself, and no man died to himself. For whether we live unto the Lord, and whether we die unto the Lord. Whether we live, therefore, or die, therefore, we are the Lord's. For to this end, Yahweh Shai, which is Christ, both died and rose and revived, that he might be Lord both of the dead and the living. All right? So we belong to him, man. All right? You belong to him. All right, but you got to fear him, though. All right, we have to fear him, and we have to keep his commandments, man, because that's the law. All right, that's the order. Not Moses' law, all right? The law of the Lord, the commandments, all right? Now, there are times where you might slip, all right, but you need to be accountable, man. All right, you got to be accountable and confess, all right, and man up and confess, all right, and be accountable, all right? Not be, wicked and all of that and prideful, all right? So that's the point, all right? Hope this was edifying, man, all right? All praise to our power, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. Yahweh Shai, may you live and rule and reign forever and ever, man. If it wasn't for Yahweh Shai, man, we wouldn't be here. All right. He sacrificed his life. He died for us, man. All right. He suffered many things. He suffered on the cross. He was bleeding. He was dying. He was in pain. He was spit on. He was mocked. He was laughed at. He was dead on the cross. They mocked him and disrespected him, man. He went through every pain, everything imaginable, man, for those that fear him and truly believe in him, man, with all their hearts, that know he exists, man. All right, he didn't do it for nothing. Now, we know that he did. It was already prophesied because the northern kingdom was divorced and the southern kingdom fell hard. So he had to come, and everything started in the garden. So he had to come and fix everything, all right? But he did, and everything was fulfilled. It was complete. And he rose and he lives forever. He will never die, man. He can't. He lives forever, man. All right? Shalom.